Hello everyone, it's a great time for me to discuss together with you all about English pronoun with me, Afif Ikhwan Muslimin. Okay, so what is actually pronoun? Have you ever heard about the definitions of pronoun or what is that? Now take a look at this one. When you go to TOEFL reading test, you will find some examples of questions like the pronoun it in line 2 refers to, or the word they in line 7 refers to. So it means that you should get the idea to decide the meaning of it and they in a text when you already know the exact use of those things. Or when you go to TOEFL structures and written expressions, you will find some examples of questions like inventor Granville Woods received him, so you have the word him there. Or you can find it in the second examples of questions. So here, to decide whether those choices are correct or incorrect, you should have the knowledge about him and its. Are they correct? Okay, we will discuss about it later. So what is called as pronoun? According to the expert, pronoun is defined as a word or phrase that is used as a substitution for a noun or a noun phrase. So when you have noun, every noun can be represented by a pronoun. Or pronouns are short words can do everything that nouns can do. So noun usually in a sentence is placed as the object or a subject. So when it is placed as a subject and you have many doers there, you can make it shorter by representing the doers, the long doers, into a shorter one by using pronoun. Then when you take a look at this picture, we have three pictures here. We have the first is the blue one, is Alucard, is male. And for example, I have a sentence like Alucard eats banana. Alucard is male, and the positions in the sentence as a subject. So I can change Alucard with a certain pronoun that is called as he. I can change the sentence into he eats banana. While I have another example like Parsha washes the dishes. Parsha here, the hero of Mobile Legends is a woman, yeah. So I can change the woman hero, which is situated as a subject here. I can change it into she. So she washes the dishes. While I'm talking about something like car, I can change car into it when it is placed as a subject or it is placed as the object. There are some types of pronoun in English. The first one is subject pronoun. So subject pronoun is a personal pronoun that is used as the subject of the verb. So it should be preceded, It should precede the verb. So it should be placed earlier before the verb or before the predicate. For example, when I have Sally gave the book, so it means that Sally here is placed as a subject. So I can change Sally with a certain pronoun, because if I repeat the word Sally, 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 and Sally again in a paragraph, it means that it's not quite effective. So I can change Sally gave the book into she gave it, or she gave the book to someone else. So there are some types of subject pronoun like I means aku in bahasa, you means kamu in bahasa, we, kami or kita in bahasa, they, mereka in bahasa, she, dia for female, and he, dia for male, and it represents nouns or something. So when I have a sentence like Shelley give the book, so the book here can be represented by it. So it here represents the noun or something. For example, as I mentioned before, I'm talking about car. So car crashes the wall, so I can say it crashes the wall. So here, you can use the subject pronoun when something which is represented or substituted, it is placed as a subject. Second one, we have what is called as object pronoun. The object pronoun replaces the object of noun, which a noun that receives the actions of the adverb. Talking about the object, they always get the impact or the effect of the verb itself. For example, I have the word the book after gave, which there is a doer Sally. So Sally gave the book, it means that the book here get the impact or the actions of Keith by Sally. So when I have these situations, I can change the book with a certain pronoun. There are some types of object pronoun like me, you, us, them, her, him, and it. While you can see the meaning in Bahasa like in the table there. So I can change Sally gave the book into Sally gave it, for example. And also when I have another pronoun like John, proper name like John, and also this name can be represented by a certain pronoun like him, because John is male, so I can change John with him. So I can change Sally gave the book to John into she gave it to him. Okay, you cannot put him everywhere in a sentence, but there is also a rule there. So when you have a sentence like this one, him and the girl are going shopping, this one is incorrect. Why? Because him here is an object pronoun which should be placed after the verb or after the predicate. So when you put him at the beginning of the sentence, of course, this one is incorrect. Or the gift was intended for you and I. So I have I means saya. In Bahasa maybe it is understandable, but in English there is a rule that you cannot put I when it is placed as something which is impacted by the verb. So you have to change I into me because this one is the object pronoun. Next one we have what is called as possessive adjective. We have two words there. We have possessive and we have adjective. When you understand adjective, this is a word which functions to describe or characterize something. So it means that it should be placed earlier than the noun or something which is described or represented or characterized. Then we have possessive, talking about ownership. It means that possessive adjective pronoun tells us that someone owns something or possess something. For example, we have some examples like my or means ku in bahasa, your means mu, our means kita, their means mereka, her means ownership of someone who is female, and his is the ownership of someone who is male, and its representations of the ownership by something or animal. Like in example, this is my brother, which means that the brother is owned by someone who says mine. And also, where is your sister? It means that the sister is owned by you. So your means that representations the ownership of sister. And then his car means that the car belongs to someone who is male. So here you can use this kind of pronoun when you also mention the thing which is owned by someone else, and also you can put the pronoun close earlier to the something which is owned or possessed. The next one we have what is called as possessive pronoun. The possessive pronoun means that still talking about possessions or ownership, but the different things here is that when you take a look at the example, whose book is this? It is yours. No need for you to mention again the thing or something which is owned by someone. No need for you to say, is it your book? No, just mention, is it yours? So it means that you remove the thing which already been understood by both speaker, already been mentioned in the previous sentence. So possessive pronoun tells us who owns a thing. There are some types of possessive pronouns like mine means milikku or punyaku, yours means milikku punyamu, milikmu punyamu, ours means milik punya kami or kita, because talking about our means us, ya, or we in as a subject. Theirs means milik mereka, hers miliknya someone who is female, and then also his miliknya someone who is male, and it belongs to something. So when we have this kind of pronoun, no need for us again and again not followed by a noun. So we have to remove the noun or something which is owned or possessed by someone. So when we have an idea to tell us about the ownership of a red car, so we can say the blue car is my brother's, the red car is mine. No need to say the red car is my car, because when you repeat the word car again and again, this one is not effective. I bought the house, it's mine. No need for you to say it is my house. Okay, so I have a challenge for you. For example, I have this is Alice's book. Which one will you choose? It is his or her. Think about the gender. So because Alice is male or man or boy, so of course you can change this is Alice's book into this book is his, not her. The next pronoun is reflexive pronoun. In reflexive pronoun, it indicates that the person who is realizing the actions of the verb is also the recipient of the actions. So it means that no other who join in the actions, only the speaker. For example, we have a sentence like, I was in a hurry, so I washed the car myself. So it means that no one helps the person to wash the car, but he or she does it by himself or herself. There are some examples of reflexive pronouns like myself means diriku sendiri, yourself dirimu sendiri, ourself diri kita, diri kita or kami sendiri, themselves diri mereka sendiri, herself dirinya perempuan sendiri, himself dirinya laki-laki or male by themselves, or itself dirinya sendiri. So we also have another example like he wanted to impress her, so he baked a cake himself. So it means who is someone's baking the cake? So it means that he himself, he alone does it by himself. No other help him or the persons who does the actions. We don't have to go out, we can fix dinner ourselves. So it means that they will prepare it by themselves. No need the help of maybe the restaurant or someone who is able to cook or prepare the food. No need. The car is in the class all by itself, so it means that no other thing inside the class, no other car inside the class. That is the only car inside the class. So it means that using the reflexive pronoun means that you understand that you will talk about the loneliness of the doer. Okay. Next one, we have what is called as relative pronoun. That is a word. Relative means that it is related back to something or someone else. It is used to join two sentences about the same person or thing. Sometimes no need for us to repeat again and again a similar word because it will create boring toward the reader or the listener. So you can use this pronoun when you need to connect two sentences into one. For example, we have two sentences like in the first example, this is the man broke the window. So there are two similar things there. The doer, the man who broke the window. So it means that there are two similar subjects there. You can change those one with who. This is the man who broke the window. So who here replace the subject pronoun like I, she, he, we, they, when. The positions of something which is represented as a subject, and also it should be about human. When you are talking about the possessions or possessive ownership of something, you can use whose as a relative pronoun. For example, she knew the family whose house we bought. So it means that the family owned the house. So we are talking about the house which belongs to the family. So we can connect the two sentences. She knew the family whose house we bought. And the third one, we have a relative pronoun in the form of whom. It's used to replace the object pronoun like me, him, her, us, or them. When we have two examples of sentences like they have found the lady, and the second one, they want to interview the lady, so it means that the lady in the second sentence is placed as the object of a sentence. So you cannot use who because the lady here is the object of the second sentence. So you can combine those two sentences into one by using whom, like as you can see in the example. And the next one we have which. Which it can be used to connect two sentences which is talking about non-human. It can be animal, it can be something, or plant, or something non-human. For example, we are talking about lamp, so we can use which to connect two sentences we are talking about lamp. My precious blue lamp, which was in the room, was broken. So in the first sentence, my precious blue lamp was in the room, and the second one, my precious blue lamp was broken. So I don't want to repeat these long words again and again. That's why I changed my precious blue lamp with which to connect two ideas about blue lamp. And the last one I have that. That is the most flexible relative pronoun. Why? Because it can replace the positions of who, whom, and which, but not whose. Yeah. So I can change, for example, this is the man who broke the window. I can change into this is the man that broke the window, or the lamp that was in the room was broken. The next one we have what is called as demonstrative pronoun. In demonstrative pronoun, it will use when you are going to point something and you are also considering about the amount of the things that you are pointing. For example, we are talking about this clover. When this clover is close to you or near to you and the amount of clover is only one, so you can say this. But when the clover needs some distances toward you and you need sometimes to reach it, so you can say that, or it is far to you. But when the clovers are plural and this is close to you, you can use these. So you can say these are clovers, these are 3 clovers. Or you can say in my example there, you can say these are her clothes. It means that there are more than one clothes and it is close to you. Or maybe the things is quite far, you can say those when it is plural. So you can say those are migrating birds, for example. So it means that the bird is flying above you quite far and it's not close to you. You can say those are migrating birds. The next pronoun is interrogative pronoun. This pronoun is used when you are going to ask questions about something. It can be subject or person, it can be object as a person, it can be possessive as a person's thing, or maybe persons, which maybe you are thinking about which one is better, or comparing something toward other. Okay, for example, we can use who when we are asking about the subject of the tour. For example, who took the book? I'm curious about who does the taking activity toward the book. Or I can ask about the object of doer, the activity. For example, whom is she talking to? I'm curious about the person that is become the object of talking of her. So I'm asking about whom is she talking to? And when I'm asking about the possessions, I can use whose. For example, whose car is this? And when I'm asking about the thing, I can use what do you want for lunch? Because there are a lot of choices, so I would like to give an offer to someone about the food, so I can use what, because I'm asking about food. Food is something. When I'm asking about the choices, so I can use which. For example, which of them is the tallest, because I'm comparing two things. Or I'm asking about the preference, like a color, so which color do you prefer? Well, the last pronoun is indefinite pronoun. Talking about this pronoun, it is used when a sentence does not refer to any specific person, thing, or amount. So when I have a sentence like I just heard something, it means that I'm not sure about what is the source of the sound, and then it creates a blur imaginations about the things that creates the sounds. So it means that I'm not sure about that one. And the next one, I have another sentence like many have come to the party. It means that I'm not really sure who are joining the party, what are their names, and then seems like I just know that there are a lot of people in the party. I just want to share that there was a lot of people join the party without recognizing everyone who joined the party. So there are some indefinite pronoun types like another, anybody, anyone, anything, and so on. Those are used for singular things or subject or object. When you are talking about plural, you can use both, few, many, others, and several. But when you use the following pronouns, these pronouns can be used either singular or plural. For example, all, any, more, most, none, some, and such. Well, so you have learned a lot about many different pronouns in English. Hopefully that you can get a lot of information related to the best usage of the pronoun itself. Good luck for your TOEFL test or your English pursuit. Congratulations. See you later. Keep learning English.